Hey, wonderfuls. You all know I truly enjoyed the Carlos King interview with the Fletchers. They are so real. Now, see, this is what we want for this show realness. Okay? Stop the fake. We want to see the real stories. That's what this is. Reality TV, you all. Get with it, producers. Realness. But y'all, Nell was on it because when they were done talking about Chris Fletcher's infidelity, Nell said, "No, wait a minute." She wanted to go back to it because it was something she had to get out because she was so hurt by what had happened during her marriage at that time. So after they had gotten off of it, she said, "Wait a minute, back to this infidelity thing. Wait a minute. I want to get back to this because, wonderfuls, Mel wanted to make it perfectly clear that there is no excuse for infidelity." So that's when she started talking about how Martell Holt was running around talking about, oh, Mel wasn't doing what she was supposed to be doing, trying to make an excuse for his infidelity. And Nell wanted to go back to that. She wanted to clear up some things. She said, but then come to find out that, heck, Mel was doing it, I was doing it. And so, wonderfuls, what Nell was saying essentially is that it didn't matter that both she and Melody were doing what this man requested or what their spouses wanted, but the fact that Martell lied about it. Because she said, she's like, heck, come to find out. And actually she said, hell, come to find out, Mel was doing it and she was doing it. So Martell lied about it because the crucial point is that there is no excuse. There is no excuse. So when Carlos King asked Chris about it, Chris was coming up with, oh well, it's the immaturity level of the man, and sometimes it's the people you hang out with. It's like, hey, you know what? Let's go back, okay? I can see you trying to skirt your way around it, but essentially, no, there is no excuse for stepping out on your marriage. Not at all. And so we see here that Nell, well, we had known, but Nell exposed Martell too for his lie because apparently she thought that Mel wasn't either. But, well, we see from that thing that he tried to send out, the revenge P, we see, we see that she was. And clearly, Martell was lying, trying to make an excuse. And as if that was any type of excuse for what he did. And that there was just low to the core. It was. Yeah, Nell really was triggered. She was triggered because this woman suffered great hurt and pain. And she even said that. She even said that. It's like when they were going back to revisit that, she just sat there for a minute and had to compose herself. You could see the hurt that Nell had gone through. And she also understood what Melody was feeling when that time at their house, at her and Chris's house, Mel threw that drink at Martell. She understood because, baby, she said she would have thrown that and something else too. Because look, not only had the clown cheated, wonderfuls, but he had said some truly awful things out of his mouth to Mel at that time. Oh my goodness. This nitwit, awful, degrading, Terrible things. And once again, we know he was saying all that because he knew his arse was wrong and he was trying to make excuses again for what he did. So, yes, you all, getting back to having the real story on these shows, the Fletchers have the real storyline. Unlike the Scotts, unlike the things that they try to present to us, and we say, wait a minute, this some BS y'all presenting. And the CCs catch it every time. It's like, this ain't real, this some BS. I mean, the only real thing we truly know about Marceau is the lawsuit. Period. Okay? And so, of course, they're not going to put that on the show, but come on, be real about something. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that interview with the Fletchers because it showed the realness of what Nell Fletcher had gone through with her marriage. It showed the realness of her feelings, how she just had to sit and just think about it for a while because that's triggering. That is triggering. So, yeah, the Fletchers, they're bringing the real. So, talk to you later, wonderfuls.